Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about lesson 55, using words to name decimals. So let's go ahead and take a look at example 1. We're going to use words to name the decimal number 12.25. So this really has three separate parts. Okay, we have the 12, we have the decimal, and we have the 25. So let's talk about naming this one section at a time. You already know how to write whole numbers. So we write it just like normal, 12, or whatever your whole number may be. Okay? The next section is the decimal. And when you see a decimal, you write the word and. This is really important because this is the only time where you use the word and when you name a number. And the reason that we use it is because it means kind of like in between or decimal, okay? So whenever you see the word and, you know that you're now going to go into a decimal or less than one whole, okay? And then we have the decimal itself, okay? So this is actually in two parts. The first part is to write the number, 25. But I can't just leave it at that. 25 what? So I look at the place that this last number or that the 5 is in. I see that the 5 is in the hundredths place. So I write in the place value. Okay, again, don't forget that THS on the end. Okay, so you would write 12 and 25 hundredths to name this number. Okay, so on your paper, I want to make sure that you write the original problem, 12.25, okay, 12 and 25 hundredths. Feel free to color code it if you want to, draw pictures, however works best, so that you know what each of these pieces stands for. Okay, let's look at example 2. Use digits to write the decimal number 10 and 12 hundredths. Okay, so just for ease here, I'm going to color code this again. Okay, so we have 10, there's our whole number. We have and, which means decimal. And then we have 12 hundredths. So when we write 12, we all know how to write 12, but it's the placement after the decimals. So here we have the decimal, we have the tenths, and then we have the hundredths. Hundredths, close enough. Okay, so you want to make sure that the 2 is in the hundredths place. So you actually almost kind of work backwards. Okay, so your entire answer then is 10.12. Okay, again, you can also think of this as money. Okay, 12 hundredths is like saying I have 12 cents. Well, when you write 12 cents, okay, we write it like this. So you can also think of it like money, and that might help. All right, let's look at example 3. The door was 2.032 meters tall. Use words to write the height of the door. Okay, just because I like my little color coding, we have 2 decimal, or we'll write and then the number in our decimal. So let's start. 2 and, okay, now part 1, we're going to write 32. Don't forget the hyphen. Okay, and now I need my place. So how do I figure out what my place value is? Well, I have to look at Okay, here is my tenths. Actually, I'm going to do this in fraction. Here's my hundredths place, and here is my thousandths place. So if I write my number, here's my decimal, 0, 3, 2, okay? Because the 2 is in the thousandths place, it's the same as saying 32 1,000ths, okay? So I have 32 thousandths. Okay, so this 2 and 32 thousandths is the word form of how tall my door is. Okay, though don't forget your units, stick your meters in there. Okay, all right, that's it for your examples. Off to your lesson practice, and I'll see you in the morning.